This is another KC Vibe production. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. You wanna listen in your ride, even when you in your crib. Are you ready for this trip? You know nobody do it live like me. I hope you guys are ready. It's time to get into it. Let's go.
What's going on, world?
What's happening?
We are the KC Vibe Podcast, and we're back to vibe with you guys yet one more again.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
If you are new to the podcast, welcome.
Yeah.
If you've been rocking with us since day one, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm very excited to be back on the microphone.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, man, I miss this, man. I miss it.
Holiday time is
Yeah.
always an intense time.
Ooh-wee.
That end of the year that just kind of flew by.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. I hope everyone got the opportunity to
Mhm.
spend some time with some
Mhm.
family or
Mhm.
friends that are considered family.
Yeah. Yeah, but guess what's coming up, though?
What's coming up?
One of my favorite holidays to spend with you.
What's that?
Valentine's Day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, we're strong believers that Valentine's Day is pretty much every day. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll
And
find something to get into, though.
yeah, we're gonna definitely find something to get into. You already know that.
Yes, sir. So let's
Number six.
Are you
Number
okay?
six.
Don't say that on this podcast, sir. And
I'm
who's it
playing,
gonna be
I'm
by?
playing.
Listen.
What you got?
So, how you feeling?
I feel great. I feel wonderful. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel real
Good.
good. I thought your answer was gonna be longer than that.
What you mean? What you
I
mean?
took an opportunity to take a sip of my drink because you usually,
What's that?
go on a rampage when I ask you how you
Yeah,
doing.
I can go to Rampage now.
No, it's good.
I can go that route now.
I thought I was gonna have the opportunity to finish my drink.
Oh, go ahead. You want to get your sippy
I
on?
gulped.
Get your sippy on. I can talk now.
Nah.
Get your sippy on.
We're gonna go ahead and get into what today's episode is about. How about that?
Sound like a plan.
All right. So I want to tap into, how the young folks. I'm old now. I can say that. Auntie said
We
this.
getting up there.
The young folks
The young folks
is outside.
They
You know what I'm
outside.
saying?
They say they outside.
So today I want to talk about we outside, but are we emotionally aware?
Hold on. But what now?
Are we emotionally aware?
Ooh, woo.
So it's been a little minute, but ain't much change. You know how I
Yeah.
start the podcast off. We finna pop into the.
You got to run that by me again.
Oh God, we finna tap into the quote.
Yeah. About
Sweet
to tap
baby
in,
Jesus.
baby.
It's been that
Tap in.
long.
Yeah, man. You know how my memory is sometimes.
Jeez.
You know how it is with me. You said we can old.
So the quote that I have today is from an unknown source. I don't know
Yeah.
who said this, but when I read it, I was like, that's deep.
Okay.
But this unknown source said, emotional intelligence allows us to respond instead of react. That's deep, right?
It's very deep.
Run it back.
Do it one more time.
Okay. Emotional intelligence allows us to respond instead of react.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah. So that's why I said you can be outside, but are you emotionally aware? A lot of times we can say being outside is easy.
Yeah, we can.
Being visible is easy. Being talented can often come easy to people. But the part that people often skip that is very important is are you emotionally disciplined?
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, that's a tough one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
So before we dive too deep into it, let's talk about the culture of we outside.
Okay.
We outside.
Hey.
So let's talk about the culture of being outside, okay? So the phrase "we outside,"
Yeah.
outside usually means visible,
Visible.
popular,
Okay.
winning,
All right.
trending, if you may, in the
Uh-huh.
spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what it means to be outside.
Okay.
The question that is going to bring us into today's topic is what happens when you're outside, but your character hasn't quite caught up with your platform. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that make plenty of sense.
Okay, because being outside,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, without emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm. That's
You hear me? Be outside without emotional maturity
Mm-hmm.
can be dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we just I'm gonna go ahead and rip the Band-Aid out. Okay.
All right. Let's get it.
I am by marriage
Uh-huh.
an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Ooh, hey, them dirty birds. You already know. Them dirty birds.
By marriage, I am an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's by marriage.
Yeah.
By nature, I'm a women's sports fan.
All right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
So I kind of want to dive into what's going on with this James Pierce.
Yeah, this a
scandal.
crazy situation right here, boy.
You know what I'm saying? And James Pierce is a football player.
Yep.
For the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
He what's his position? What's he play?
He play on the edge. He play on the edge. He's a linebacker.
And I think he did pretty good stuff with Atlanta.
Defensive
I mean, he better have. We wasted a draft pick on him, right?
So a whole draft pick. Draft pick.
He's been doing big things, good things. You know, I think he was up for defensive player of the year?
Defensive rookie of the year? Defensive rookie of the year? I believe. I gotta go back and check.
One of these I should say rewards. One of these awards that he was up for, you know. So it's not like he was doing something bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was actually doing good in life. But he was in a relationship with a former Tennessee basketball player.
Yep.
You know, first round WNBA draft pick. You know what I'm saying? First round, not first pick, but first round.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Stunning. Sensation.
Yeah.
LA Sparks. Now playing for Unrivaled.
Yeah.
My favorite Unrivaled team right now. The Breeze. With Paige Buckets. No. So now Rakia Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Was they were in a relationship.
Yep.
When James Pierce got drafted, she was there with him. Remember I pointed it out. I was like, oh snap, that's Rakia Jackson.
Yeah.
And so they're in a relationship. Allegedly.
Yeah.
They broke up September, I think they said. They broke up allegedly.
Yes,
in September.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now it's a big scandal going on.
Yeah. Man, so what you really think about that though? I mean, because I look, people gonna look from the outside and be like, oh yeah, you know, he was wrong. Now I'm not defending he was wrong for what he did. Now I ain't defending it, but people don't really know what's going on the inside. You feel me? Because look, like we talked about it. I mean, having that emotional maturity means a whole lot, right? I mean,
not maturity.
Maturity. I had to put the syllables on there. But having that much pressure on you at that young age, and you being a talented individual, I mean, the dude had 10 sacks in the NFL his rookie season. I mean, come on, you on top of the world, so you kind of think that you're unstoppable. You can't be touched, and so when things don't go your way, you know, you tend to probably want to crash out, and that's never a good look for anybody. But then when stuff like this happens, and other parties get involved, like law enforcement and all that, and you done crashed out to the point where you hitting the girl car and stuff like that, and he did some other stuff, right? Ran away from the police and stuff like that, and you.
We're gonna I'm gonna speak on allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nothing, no facts came out.
We don't. This is all alleged. But
when you're young, talented, in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, projected for greatness, shall we say? Because they do plan on they planned on him being something great for the Falcons.
Yeah,
so projected for greatness. The world looks at you in a different light.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you're put under
Microscope.
yeah,
Yeah.
a microscope where people expect you to behave a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And if at any moment you step outside of that box,
Yeah.
like you can't have a moment of weakness
No, nah.
because the world, society is going to expect discipline,
Mhm.
and you're going to get the book thrown at you
Mhm.
oftentimes,
Mhm.
especially, not to bring race into the situation,
Yeah.
but especially being a man of color.
Yeah, it's definitely a barrier.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, allegedly,
Yeah.
speculation.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's any credible sources, but rumor has it that one of the law enforcement officers told him that he's lucky to be alive. And I told you that the other day, and you were like, how is that? I'm like, okay, you got to take into consideration that if you run into somebody's car,
Mhm.
and they said allegedly, they
Mhm.
said when they found him, he was standing outside of his car, and the
Mhm.
police drew on him and told him, put his hands up and all that.
Yeah.
And then he got back into his car, which
Mhm.
it was a Lambo
Yeah.
SUV, and then took off, sent the
Mhm.
sent the cops on the police chase.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Any
Mm.
other instance,
Mhm.
that could have been the end of his life.
It could have been. It really could have been.
And that's that emotional awareness
Yeah.
that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That mentally giving you the ability to respond instead of react.
Yeah.
Taking time out to breathe and think about what it is you're gonna do before you actually do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, man, because in the heat of the moment, you don't have the discipline
Mm-hmm.
to calm yourself down and to be like, hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and cooperate. Whatever happens, it happens. But in the heat of the moment, if you don't know how to handle that pressure, you gonna react spontaneously and you gonna just take off.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna, hey, what is it called? Run or flight? What is it? Fight, like when you get into a
Fight or flight.
fight or flight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they gonna take off. Some people gonna want to fight, but if you don't know how to control your emotions, and your emotions ain't in check, you gonna do the worst thing that you can do in that situation.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's what happened with him, allegedly. So, man, I just hope that this situation gets better for him,
Mm-hmm.
and for her as well. But
So let's look at a couple things. Okay. Let's come and make it personal for the
Okay.
people, because not everybody listening are NFL and WNBA superstars.
Yeah.
So let's make it personal.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the physical, like outside. And when I
Okay.
say that, I mean like outside looking in. Okay.
Okay.
So people can look good on the outside.
Of course.
Like outside looking in,
Yeah.
you can be successful,
Yeah.
married, or dating. Your social media can be popping, just
Yep.
glowing, just doing this thing.
Mhm.
Your career's moving. Looks like everything you touch turns to gold, and that's what everybody sees on the outside. When they're looking at you, they're like, "Oh, dude got his stuff together,"
he's straight. Yeah.
But internally,
Yeah.
you can be reactive.
Yeah.
You can be defensive, impulsive.
Mhm.
You can avoid accountability a lot of times. Don't want to be held accountable for your actions and all that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like that's what this conversation is like really about. It's not about what's going on the outside, what people see, what's hearsay, what you show. It's about what's going on internally.
Yeah.
Like within a person. Okay.
Yeah.
They say being emotionally aware, right?
Mhm.
Got some notes here. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Knowing when your ego is speaking.
Okay. Yeah.
That's hard for a lot of people.
Yeah. It's hard to identify that.
It's hard to know when you're speaking or when your ego is speaking.
Yeah.
And a lot of times your ego and yourself is a battle that you fight against.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can call it human nature, because don't nobody want to feel less than. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So knowing when your ego is speaking, knowing when to pause.
Yeah.
we've had that's not me, is it?
Nah. Somebody call
No.
me?
We've had that conversation plenty of times. So it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, it's my
Cletus.
phone. My bad, y'all.
We've had that conversation plenty of times, knowing when to pause.
Yeah.
Knowing when to think before you speak.
Yeah.
To add on to that, not only knowing when to pause, but knowing when to be quiet. Like I've told you before when we were arguing, we're open on this podcast. I told you before when we're arguing, sometimes I choose to be quiet because if I let you argue with yourself, a person can't argue with themselves. And sooner or later, you're going to start realizing, oh, dang, that didn't even make sense.
Exactly.
And I don't even have to say anything. It's something that you naturally realize because I got quiet. And I allowed you to actually just vent and talk yourself in a circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what it takes. And it avoids a bigger argument because I'm protecting my peace and letting you kind of figure out on your own, dang, okay, maybe this doesn't make sense. Or maybe I am overreacting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the last thing, which I think ties into what's going on with James Pierce, is knowing that your actions can ultimately cost you everything.
Yep. And like one thing that you made me realize is that there's a reason why we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Because we're supposed to listen. We're supposed to listen, think, and then respond. And thing about the young man, Mr. Pierce, is that, like I said, riding that high on cloud 9, you think you're unstoppable until you realize that you're not. And sometimes that can be the worst of the situation. But I'm glad that he's still okay, and him and her separated, and he's able to take some time and probably reflect on the decisions that he made. And I hope that he gets another opportunity to make things right. But with that being said, though, I mean, you definitely have to think before you do things.
I mean, but like going back to what I said, your actions can cost you everything.
Of course.
Now, not only has he gone from being, oh dang, he had a heck of a rookie year. He was doing his thing, he was tag teaming on that defense, tagging jokers, had dudes scared. So you went from people talking about you in that light to the split second, a small decision that you made. Now they're talking about your character, and they can't trust your character.
Exactly.
I saw on social media that someone had posted, dang, his bond's only $20,000. She'll be dead by Monday.
I've seen that too.
And it's like that one mistake, that one action that should have been thought about has now potentially cost you the rest of your career. We see it happen all the time. We see Michael Vick made one mistake, and now he will forever have a label on him. Even people who make mistakes that are extremely bad, there's certain people who out there, they do some stuff and they might have done it years ago, but at the end of the day, that's something that's going to get bought up.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? If you robbed a bank back in 1990, a bank not going to want to hire you in 2026 because they're going to use that one small slip in judgment to determine the rest of your life.
And that isn't about, I mean, that's basically credibility damage, because who's going to want, and you know how our team is, okay? Soon as somebody get in trouble, they're going to go ahead and wipe their hands and be clean with them. And it's coming from the perspective of a fan, I was very excited, extremely excited about that young man. And I'm like, hey, we finally got a defense. How many years we've been sucking? We finally got it. This comes from a fan's perspective, but I'm just like, man, and then just on a personal perspective, it was like, man, just seeing this young man just throw all this away because of that. It's like, dude, you got to think, man. You got to think. And I know it's harder to do than say, but at the same time, it's like we all got to take a step back and breathe and rationalize with ourselves and be like, hey, this ain't gonna be a smart move.
Right.
But like I said, the man young, he young man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fresh out of college, you know, a year removed. So
But it turns into a make or break moment because,
mhm.
like, mentally, if you're not prepared to deal with all the backlash that you're
Yeah.
probably about to have to deal with for the rest of your
Yeah,
career,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
What ends up happening is that outside energy
Mhm.
ends up affecting your inside piece.
Yeah, yeah,
Does that
yeah,
make
yeah.
sense?
Of course.
So mentally, emotionally, this is now a task that he's probably about to have to suffer for the rest of his
Yeah,
career.
more than likely, it's gonna be a label, like you said before, that it's gonna be known. It's gonna be with him forever because even after football,
Right.
it's gonna follow. You know, I mean, he's gonna whenever he applies for something or whenever he try to probably go get a coach position or something like
Mhm.
that, they're gonna use that. They're gonna see that. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey man, we don't want the kids affected by the decisions
Yeah,
that
it's
you made,
gonna damage future
however long it was.
relationships and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no moment that I will say that abuse is acceptable.
It's
Okay.
not. It's not ever
At
acceptable.
no moment will I say that.
No.
But what I will say is that I honestly think that this is a mistake that he made
Mm-hmm.
that is not going to be a good look for him at all for the
Mm-mm.
rest of his career.
Mm-mm.
Because now past stories is coming out.
Yeah.
Like, there's people coming out the woodwork saying, oh, he's always had a temper.
What?
He was like this in college. He was like
Wow.
this. Females coming out saying, yeah, he was always kind of cuckoo for
You
Cocoa
for real?
Puffs and all that. And it's
That's
like,
crazy.
all that stuff comes out
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. People
You
come
know what
out
I'm
the
saying?
woodwork.
And I
Yeah.
was like, dang. So it's hard for me to try to fight the type of character that I
Mm-hmm.
am when my actions has proven all of these people right, regardless
Yep.
of whether they're being honest or not.
Yep. Yeah, it is hard to fight that because honest the honest thing is that allegedly this happened,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So allegedly people gonna come out the woodwork like you said, and how are you gonna prove that wrong when it happened already,
Mhm.
allegedly? So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's uh, abuse is never acceptable, regardless whether it's physically or mentally or emotionally, and there's just certain things that we have to think about before
Mhm.
we put ourselves in a situation.
Right.
And the most horrible thing about it is that you gave me an example of this one time.
Mhm.
When you do something wrong and then you have to face the consequences, you feel like, hey man, if I could just take myself back to that instance in time
Right.
and redo this, I will make the decision not to.
Right.
But we can't do that. We ain't got that ability. So that's why we got to think twice, maybe 3 times or 4 times before
Mhm.
we make a decision. No matter how mad you is, no matter how pissed off you may be, what is it worth, man? Is it worth everything? Is it did she make you that mad
Mhm.
to make you do what you did, and now your credibility is out the window, and you, what you gonna do now? What
Mhm.
you gonna do now? Now you got people talking about what you done did to them back in the day, and you got all this stuff happening to you, and what's gonna happen, man? I mean,
I
it's
mean, I
sad.
think
It's a sad
honestly,
situation.
what people need to do, like, I know we're talking about him and his situation,
Yeah,
but just to bring it back around to everyone,
yeah,
I think people need to take moments that they do make mistakes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think they need to not ignore the judgment, but I think
Hmm.
they do need to take that on and look at it as a reflection.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you yourself, you have to learn how, in order to experience this emotional maturity, you
Hmm.
have to learn how to check yourself.
Yeah,
You
you
got to
really do.
learn, what are my triggers? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
How should I react to this? Should I breathe for a second? I mean, there's times where like, for instance, with us, right?
Hmm.
There's times where you will say something or I will say something, and it takes a second to respond, not because the comment is being ignored, but because sometimes I have to reflect on what I'm going to say before I say it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's times where before I had that emotional maturity, I'll just say whatever's on my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever pops in,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna get said,
Yeah.
and is what it is. And that
Yeah.
ended up turning into a bigger argument.
Yeah.
And it ended up tap dancing on your triggers.
Yeah.
But flipping it around, that'll be also knowing your triggers.
Yeah.
Like if you know something triggers you,
Yeah.
you have to learn how to step back for a
You
second.
got to. You got to.
I mean, how many times have I told you I just need a minute?
Yeah, I've heard that many times.
Yeah, I just need a minute, because that right there is a emotional maturity.
Yeah.
Because I feel that if you don't know your triggers,
Yeah.
you don't know when to step back, you don't
Yeah.
know like I said earlier, how to be quiet,
Yeah.
how to take everything in, you just respond.
Yeah.
And that becomes draining
Mm-hmm.
mentally, physically, emotionally. You're drained
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be a constant uphill battle.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be a fight that you feel you have to win.
Absolutely. Can I add something to that?
What's up?
The person on the other end, right? You telling me, hey, I need a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I need a minute. The person on that receiving end has to give that person a minute. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because another problem is that the person saying, hey, I need a minute, that he's saying it to might not respect that.
Mm-hmm.
They may be like, no, you need it. They just keep going and keep going and keep going. Don't you think that'll make a person crash out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you telling, hey, look, I don't feel like talking right now. I need a minute. Let me get my head together. Then we can resume this conversation later. But they keep going and going and going, and they won't even let you. They won't even let you deal with this stuff. They won't even let you deal with it.
Again, it's about being emotionally
Yeah.
aware.
Mm-hmm.
You find the highest level of peace when a person can talk to you and you can literally look in their face and not overreact about a situation. And sometimes, like what ticks a lot of people off, like with you, one of our kids has a bad habit of rage baiting and laughing to the point that like you're getting ticked off to the utmost point of festivity, and they're just laughing about it. And it irritates you even more that they're laughing. But again, that's a battle within yourself. And I tell you, every time that happens, I'll be like, why do you allow other people
All right, this
into your
going off
spirit
topic
like
a little
that?
bit. Can I tell you why?
Mm.
It's a respect thing. You know that. You know I was raised in the South. You gotta respect your parents. And if you're trying to get your parents mad, even if you playing, you don't play like that. You know, so that's just a respect thing. But,
Well, I'm gonna flip it around like this.
Yeah.
The enemy can use any and everything to try to burn your house down.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
And a house can go up into full flames, whether it's a big old grease fire on your stove or a small little match that you forgot to blow completely out.
Absolutely. It don't matter.
You can use any or everything to burn a building down to the ground.
Absolutely.
So you have to realize that sometimes when the enemy is trying to interfere with what you got going on, you have to learn how to, what's the word? Call a spade a spade. You got to learn how to call that stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to allow you to interfere with my life. I'm emotionally aware enough. I'm emotionally at peace enough to know what's going to trigger me and to know how to walk away from a situation before it triggers me.
Yeah.
There are so many times that I'm pretty sure that a person has said something to you and you wanted to wrap both hands around their throat and shake it. Like, what's that TV show? What's that SpongeBob? Who got choked? Someone got choked up.
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson. So there's times where you want to wrap your hands around someone's neck and ring it like they Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
But mentally, that scenario is playing out in your head, and you looking at that person like, I could choke you out right now. But then you think about it and be like, dang, what's gonna happen to me afterwards? How is my character gonna be
Is it worth it?
tarnished after that? So that right there is like where that emotional awareness that I'm talking about comes from. It's learning how to essentially play a scenario out in your head before it happens in real life, so you can determine whether or not I want to do this. Like I told you the other day, it's like that flashback, that daydream or whatever that you have in a situation, then you have a flashback and you standing in the moment. It's like, let me not do that.
That's controlling your impulses, right?
Right.
That's controlling your impulses, and it's a tough feat. Oh man, it's a tough feat, but but just thinking about it, man. I mean, because we are human beings and we react to things, right? And being in our nature, us reacting to situations without thinking about it can get us in a world of trouble. And it's a hard thing, man. I talk to many people every day, and I just be like, man, why? Reading files and stuff, I'm just like, man, why would you do something like that? That's stupid. And then they get an attitude, and then I'm just like, man, I should just go across the table and punch you in your face, but I can't do that because I got too much stuff. I got so much to lose, and
Exactly.
I have to think twice, 3 times, 4 times, like I said before, and be like, okay,
Is
it's
it worth
never
it?
it's never worth it. Never worth it. Is it worth me losing my freedom?
Right.
Is it worth me losing myself?
Right.
And is it worth me losing everybody else around me? Because once stuff hits the fan, it hits the fan, and everybody trying to move out the way.
Right.
Everybody that said it was gonna be there for you and had your back, they splattering off like roaches.
Like roaches?
Oh.
What? You had me up into it never fails. Every podcast you be having me fully engaged, and then you say something off the wall, and I'm just like, what is going on? What do you want to leave the people with, sir?
You know when you turn a light on and people got roaches in their house.
I ain't never had roaches, so I don't know what you were talking about.
You know somebody that didn't have roaches before.
I've never had roaches.
I ain't say we had roaches.
I don't have to worry about no one turning no daggone lights on in my life. So what do you want to leave the people with?
Hey, only thing I want to say, look, think before you do things, man. Don't let the enemy get to you. Don't let the enemy deter you from what you're trying to do. You reaching goals. Keep reaching your goals. The goals that you have reached. Don't lose them because a person done made you mad or pissed you off. Keep striving for the best and keep your head up and think twice before you make a decision. That's what I got.
Okay. I am looking at situations like this, like just tying everything together.
Yeah.
Human nature is going to always make you want to lose your cool.
Of course, yeah.
Blow a gasket, chase scream to the top of the mountains. You know, there's always going to be a situation or a scenario that you run into like unintentionally. You like don't wake up that morning thinking that you're going to go through stuff, but yet and still it's presented to you. And I think it's all about self-reflection.
Yeah.
And learning how to look at yourself and be like, am I responding to this situation or I'm reacting to this situation? Because responding to a situation and reacting to a situation can change the course of how that situation is going. If you learn to think before you speak, breathe, and actually take accountability for your actions, maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to actually do something positive instead of tarnishing your reputation. Or instead of ruining your character, changing the way that people look at you, taking this mold that was once created of you and having someone just smash it, and now you have to start back over. Because just like a glass, right? A cup, you can get a glass cup and you can break it into a million pieces, right? You can try to super glue that cup back together. and pour water in it, and
Yep.
there's still going to be a leak somewhere in
Sure
there.
enough.
Because regardless of how you trying to paint it pretty and how
Yeah.
you try to take it back to look like it looked once before, it's never going to be that.
Never gonna be the same.
And sadly, we live in a society that will constantly look at your faults and they'll constantly look at what you did wrong, and that's how they're going to judge you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why there's so many people who make one mistake and their life is ruined.
Yeah.
Because people are going to look at that one mistake and they're going to automatically characterize you as a certain type of person.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, just think
Yep.
sometimes, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
See if you're reacting or if you're responding to a situation.
Yep.
And if you got to take a break or if you got to take a breath or if you just got to be quiet for a second, that's okay too.
Do that.
Silence has never hurt anybody.
Exactly.
And sometimes you have to be silent.
Mm-hmm. And if this is with a partner of yours or you're in a relationship with somebody, I'm going to piggyback off you. Allow that person to have that moment of silence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just keep yapping and yapping. And let that person have their moment, okay?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we want to prevent crash outs from happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We want everyone listening to be outside, but emotionally aware.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, that's gonna about wrap up what we got going on with our topic today.
Yep.
Welcome back episode here for the KC Vibe podcast. Just be on the lookout. We do have a lot of stuff that we are working on.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that we have been working on since we have been gone. If you haven't already, pop over to our TikTok pages, our Facebook pages. Go ahead and like and follow so you can stay up to date with everything we have going on.
Yep.
Looking at a couple giveaways coming up here, a couple new projects that we are very excited about. So be sure that you are following. Do what, baby?
I do it?
Do what?
You said
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, giveaways. Woo!
Lord. Couple new giveaways, couple new projects that we are working on. So be sure that you guys are tuned in and following all of our social media so you'll know about all of those drops. And all those opportunities to win some pretty cool prizes. Thinking about partnering with a couple people here, so I'm pretty excited about that. 2026 is going to be a great year.
Sorry to cut you off. See how I did that, gentlemen? Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. We still going to be doing the merch soon too, right? Is that coming soon?
Yeah, we'll work on that merch.
We're working on the merch, okay.
We'll work on the merch. I got a couple things. Look, we got a couple, what's the word? A couple different wheels turning on this same vehicle.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look into all of that stuff right there. So you guys be sure to tune in. 2026 is going to be a great year, and we won't be able to accomplish any of that without the good Lord. Or you guys sitting over here listening and following us. So we appreciate that from the depths of our hearts, and we'll forever appreciate that. Thanks for everyone who tuned in every week. Thanks for everyone who's listening, even when we're not recording new podcasts, just listening to the past podcasts and just catching up. Be sure to share it with your mama, your daddy, your aunties, your uncles, or cousins, or anyone who you think needs to hear what it is we are talking about.
That's right.
You got anything else to add?
I have nothing. Just suspect the great things to happen soon, okay? Expect the giveaways and the merch coming. Everything's coming. We're going to be on top. 2026 is going to be a great year. This is going to be a good year.
And we are so excited to go ahead and slowly drop all of those dimes in with you. Again, if you're looking to follow me, you can follow me on TikTok at AO_KO and the number 2. That's AYO_KAYO and the number 2. What was that?
It's a bird.
Oh, okay. If you want to follow the podcast, you can head over to KC Vibe Podcast over on Facebook and on TikTok. What else we got going? Oh, if you guys want to reach us, you can reach us at askkcvibe@gmail.com. That's askkcvibe@gmail.com. One podcast, I said the email address wrong, so you can now also reach us at askkcvibepodcast@gmail.com. That's askkcvibe podcast@gmail.com. Shout out to our assistant for going ahead, peeping that, and setting up that new account as well. Website is always still available, www.kcvibepodcast.com. I was going to say at gmail.com. KCVibepodcast.com, and you can go ahead and scoop over there, and see what we got going on there.
Yeah, you can always reach me any social media, MartyMar86. That's MartyMar86. You can catch me on TikTok. I'm trying to be active on my TikTok a lot. Giving away free game to people, emotional game, how to handle stress, and some comedy stuff too that I'm doing with my wife. So the beautiful KO here. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well.
Yep. If you ain't got anything else to add, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to daddle on up out of here. So
Yep.
as always, I am the K.
And on the C.
Thanks for vibing with us. We will see you next week. Bye.
Don't forget to smash that like